Let's try an example. It's number 1. We have 4, 7, 10, 13, and the 3 dots indicates that pattern continues. Alright, so it asks for type. Be familiar with this type of setup because you'll see something like this on your test. So this would be an arithmetic sequence. If we look at it, we're adding 3 each time. 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 3 is 13. Because this is an arithmetic sequence, we know we have a common difference of plus 3. So for the rule, we could say x plus 3. You can use any variable that you want to. I just chose to use x. So a lot of times they may ask you something like, what is the 7th number in the sequence? The first was 4, 7, 10, 13. So that's the first 4 numbers. 5, 6, 7. So I give myself blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So next would come 16. 16 plus 3 is 19. 19 plus 3 is 22. So the answer for that would be 22. Let's try another example. Alright, let's look at another example. So this time we have 6, 2, negative 6, and that pattern continues. Looks like we are subtracting 4 each time. 6 minus 4 is 2. 2 minus 4 is negative 2. Negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6. That's the same thing as saying plus negative 4. So because we are adding, that will be arithmetic. We have a common difference of negative 4. So a rule could be t minus 4. Let's try another. Okay, so this time we have 2, negative 6, 18, negative 54. Notice how the numbers are changing signs. The first is positive 2, then negative 6. So be careful. It looks like we're multiplying by 3, but if we draw our tic-tac-toe, we're going to need to make that a negative 3 because a positive times a negative gives you negative 6. Negative 6 times negative 3. 2 negatives leave you with a positive, so positive 18 times negative 3 would be negative 54. This will be geometric. We have a common ratio because it's geometric. The common ratio would be negative 3. So for the rule, we'll say negative 3a. You could also put a times negative 3. That's an example of commutative property of multiplication. Alright, last one. So in this example we have 64, 16, 4, 1, and 1/4. So we are dividing by 4 each time. 64 divided by 4 is 16. 16 divided by 4 is 1. 1 divided by 4 is 1/4. But dividing by 4 is the same thing as saying times 1/4. Let's check that. Let's say we look at 16. So we know whole numbers are over 1 times 1/4. That gives me 16 over 4, which does reduce to the whole number of 4 over 1, or just 4. So it's geometric. We have a common ratio of 1/4. For the rule, there are a couple of options for you. You could do 1/4 times y, or because that 1 is invisible, we could just say y over 4.